Subscribe for more.
She used to say I was overthinking things, that I saw problems where none existed. When I first met Hannah, that calm confidence of hers felt grounding. She worked in marketing, sharp mind, quick smile, always knew how to talk to people. I'm Oliver. I'm 38. I work in logistics, nothing flashy, but stable. We'd been together for years. Lived together too. It wasn't fireworks every day, but it felt solid. I trusted her. That mattered to me. About a year ago, she mentioned her new boss, Marcus. Just in passing. He's intense, but brilliant, she said. I didn't think anything of it. Everyone has a boss. Then his name started coming up more. Meetings ran late. Team dinners. Slack messages after hours. If I asked, she'd laugh and tell me not to worry. He's married. Relax. So I did. Or tried to. The shift was subtle at first. She stopped asking about my day. When I talked, she'd nod without looking up from her phone. Our weekends filled up with her work events, launches, networking drinks. I went to a few. Marcus was charming in that practiced way. Hand on the shoulder too long. Compliments that sounded harmless unless you were listening closely. Hannah seemed energized around him. I told myself it was just ambition. People light up around opportunity. One night, she came home late, dropped her bag, and went straight to the shower. I noticed she'd changed her perfume. When I asked, she shrugged. Free sample at work. I let it go. Another night, her phone buzzed during dinner. She turned it face down. Just work, she said before I asked. I hated that I noticed these things. I hated that I felt small for noticing them. I tried to be reasonable. I cooked more, gave her space, didn't ask questions that would make me sound insecure. I remembered all the advice men hear. Be supportive. Don't crowd her. Trust your partner. So I did. Meanwhile, the distance grew. The kisses became quick. The conversations shallow. We slept back to back, inches apart, like roommates avoiding conflict. The night everything changed wasn't dramatic. It was ordinary. A Tuesday, rain tapping the windows. Hannah said a colleague, Elise, was stopping by to drop off some files she'd forgotten. 10 minutes, she said. Don't make it weird. I didn't plan to. I was on the couch, scrolling through emails, when the doorbell rang. Elise wasn't what I expected. Mid-30s, tired eyes, polite but guarded. She stepped inside and paused when she saw me, like she hadn't known I'd be there. Hannah rushed in from the kitchen, a little too fast. They exchanged a look that felt loaded. Elise handed over the folder, but she didn't leave. I wasn't sure if I should, Elise said quietly, glancing between us. Hannah's smile tightened. About what? Elise took a breath. About Marcus. The room went still. Hannah laughed, sharp and forced. There's nothing to talk about. Elise looked at me then, not unkindly. I thought you should know he's not married. He finalized his divorce last month, and he's been seeing someone from the office. Hannah snapped. Elise, stop. Elise didn't raise her voice. I'm not trying to hurt you. I just didn't want him lying to more people. She turned to me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come. She left before anyone stopped her. The door closed softly, but the sound felt final. Hannah stared at the floor. I waited. She didn't speak. I didn't yell. I didn't ask for explanations. I just said, you told me not to worry. She looked up, eyes wet, defensive already forming. It's complicated. That was it. Not an apology. Not denial. Complicated. In that moment, clarity settled in. I wasn't betrayed by a single act. I was erased by a pattern. The late nights. The secrecy. The way she dismissed my instincts. I realized I'd been carrying the burden of trust alone while she outsourced honesty. I stood up, went to the bedroom, and packed a bag. She followed me, talking fast now, words tumbling. I didn't engage. When I walked past her, she grabbed my arm. Don't do this. I gently removed her hand. I'm not. I drove to my brother's place across town. Slept on the couch. In the quiet, my chest finally loosened. No rage, just relief. The next morning, I texted Hannah to say I needed space and that we'd talk later. She replied with paragraphs. I didn't read them. I went to work, did my job, ate lunch, briefed. Days later, we talked. She admitted enough to confirm what I already knew. Emotional lines crossed. Trust broken. I listened. Then I said I was done. She cried. I didn't feel cruel. I felt finished. Leaving wasn't dramatic. It was deliberate. I learned something in the aftermath. Worry isn't weakness. It's information. When someone tells you not to worry while changing the rules of closeness, listen to the change, not the reassurance. I didn't lose her to her boss. I found myself when I stopped doubting my own perception. That understanding didn't come with triumph. It came with peace. And that was enough. After that night, friends asked why I left without fighting. I told them there was nothing left to fight. Trust dies quietly long before people notice. I blocked the noise, kept my routines, paid my bills, returned the keys, and moved forward. Hannah called once, careful, apologetic, asking if time might fix it. I wished her well. I didn't argue. Closure isn't a conversation, it's a decision. When respect leaves, love follows. I chose myself, not bitterness. The lesson stayed. Clarity beats comfort, truth beats reassurance, and peace arrives when you stop negotiating with doubt. That understanding didn't make me loud. It made me steady, present, and finally honest with my own life, my choices, and my future, which felt open, quiet, earned, and mine again at last, without fear, without excuses, without waiting anymore.